Alrighty, so I'm Wisniewski. I took third at the Niagara Falls YCS and got the prize card. I played Paleozoic frogs. So I started with 3 swap frogs, pretty self-explanatory. Card's ridiculous. I played 3 dupe frog and the 2 Ronin Tonins. That's pretty self-explanatory. Every deck just like plays those. Something kind of spicy I played was 2 Lilith. I've been playing this since it came out really, but I cut it down to 2 with the introduction of Trap Trick. This is really good setting whatever you want, and the only time you really lose is when you cannot establish Totally Awesome, where like this is like a main contributor to establishing. So that was really important, and I was really happy with the monster lineup. I thought 8 was good, or 10 was good, 11 was too many. For the Paleozoics, I played 3 Dinomischus. I was kind of back and forth before the event on this, but I liked it a lot. It came up in so many different scenarios where I was so happy I had it. I played 3 Paleozoic Canadia. This card was really good. It sucks against Striker, but it's like just really good against everything else. And I had to cut down Spiritual Swords in this deck, so it was nice to have the extra battle protection. I played 3 of the MST Paleo Illinois. This card's really good. Card's not really format dependent, it's kind of just always good. I set it a couple times off Trap Trick so I could establish Toad rather than setting Duster. This is probably the best card in the entire deck, honestly. That's my favorite Paleozoic. It just gets 2 if you need it. It gets everything. This card's like extreme toolbox. You can set it off everything. Card's absolutely phenomenal. I played Leancholia before that, but I didn't think it was necessary for this event. Then I played 3 copies of Gozen Match. This card was really good. I didn't think Rivalry did enough. It sucks against Thunder, it sucks against Altergeist. When you're playing a rogue deck, you cannot afford to be drawing bricks against other rogue decks. This doesn't make any sense. So I thought this was really, really good. I would play this again for sure. I played 3 Infinite Impermanence. You can actually play past the Gunblower loop a decent amount of the time with the grave resources this deck has. Hopefully you just open this when you can't. 33%. It was really good. I would play it again for sure. And then I played 3 Trap Trick. This card was probably the MVP. It's at Duster probably 12 to 15 times. This card just like blew out everything. It was so good.
YCS Niagara Falls.
I played 3 Lost Wind. This card is also ridiculous. It's the fact that it pressures your opponent and resets itself. The fact that it's permanent also came up a lot. That was just really good. I played 3 Storm Duster. The other reason you play a lot of 3-ofs in this deck are with the Lilith and the Trap Trick. You want to make sure that you can always have your targets. That's why I didn't play any spells like Desires or anything. Demise is okay, but locking yourself out of special summoning is just really poor. Like this deck just links really hard, so I felt like there was no reason for that. I played this and this as extra Morella targets outside of Lost Wind. You end up with Morella probably 80% of the time, so you always want to make sure that you have the correct target. So in the side deck, I actually counter-sided, played Solemn Judgment and 2 Dark Bribes. This seems kind of bad because it lets you draw, but you can't side in things like a Wiretap and such against things like Goki that are going to be playing Red Reboot because you're going to draw a dead card. Like you can't afford dead cards. You're already playing like the rogue deck. So like these are really important. Obviously this is just really good, but it's at 1. So I just played 2 of these to supplement the rest. Then I played 3 Anti-Spell. This card sucks going second, but it's just ridiculous going first. So I played it at Prox Twin Twisters. You just win against Sky Striker. It's really, really good. I actually played 2 Pendulum Magicians too. It was kind of good. And then I played 3 Mistake. Same reason. I really don't like it going second, but it's absolutely phenomenal going first. Sometimes I put it into going second against the right deck, but it really just depended on the side outs. But this card was really good as well. And then for the hand traps, because I only played 1, I played 3 Ash. It's pretty generic. It stops everything, and then Bell. The reason I chose these is because they play around Midbreaker Field. I thought that was really important if I was going to play something that was going to build a board, that like I could have a good stop. And this is actually really good against Thunder Dragon as well because it stops the fusion. So I thought this is the correct ratio, and I was happy I played these. And then for the extra deck, I played 3 copies of Totally Awesome. One of the better cards ever printed. Negates everything, specs from deck. Like, if you could create a card, I feel like it would look something like this. So it's really good. I played 2 of this. I never made the second copy, but you want to be able to make it, especially while maining goes in match. Just searching and activating from your hand is so plus. It's really good. And sometimes you want to be able to search Oinoides so you can out your own goes in match. It's really important. It comes up more than you would think. One of this, I never made it, but I was definitely really glad I played it. I play it every time. You just don't want to not have access to it. Unaffected hits cards during the player's turn, excavates. I played 3 of this. I maxed because of the goes and matches. I wanted to be able to make sure that I could consistently just like make waters and toads. I played Catching Magician. This card comes up a lot. Just like things in the zones, you just bounce them, and like if you can make this, you could just make this anyways. So you just like bounce and then you just go up into Boil Sword. So it'd be the same thing. You just take 1 extra off field so you do damage. Proxy, Runnin and Dupe Frog are both Death Frog on the field, so like they don't make any of the nightmares, and they also. Like you make this with 2 Ronins a lot. Like if you're just in an awkward scenario, like under Borolo Dragon or something, you make this. I never made it, but Summon Sork, 2-1 from deck is just really free. You link into this from Summon Sork. That's why I played this. I never even made these because usually when you could link that high, you were just winning. Boroload, I made this like twice under Boral Sword maybe. That was really all I made it for. I don't know. That's kind of just how I shined it. This is just like puts way too much damage on the board at one time. It's absolutely insane. So it's everything.